So if you guys have been paying attention to the newswire recently or have been watching my past couple of videos, you guys know that when the Nightclub update comes to Los Santos, the nightclubs themselves are going to serve as a hub for business consolidation, combining the biker DLC business, the bunker DLC business, etc. But I think there was actually a hidden detail here that might actually tell us one of those businesses that we've received over the last 3 years will be excluded. Let's talk about that in this video today. So I first saw this brought up by a user on the GTA forum site, A Life of Misery, when they said, I've been thinking about the whole business consolidation side of the update and can see how crates, air cargo, gun running, and all biker business products can fit. That could be delivering the product to the club or wholesale missions of mixed cargo from the club or another method. But I can't get my head around how import-export cars fit into the equation. And A Life of Misery is right. If you really break down and think about it, all of the other business methods that we have, their product makes sense. So let's start with Finance and Felony CEO crates. What you're collecting with the Finance and Felony CEO crates is like gold, jewelry, stuff like that you would use in a nightclub or could need. The air cargo is sort of the same thing. It's like medical supplies. It's, jewelry as well, stuff that could work. The biker stuff is for the most part drugs. The drugs and the whole nightclub scene could go hand in hand together. And the gun running guns could work for protection, security, especially if you have bouncers or stuff like that. It could work for securing your nightclubs. But the point made is, how would cars make sense? The only way I could really see that is if we are storing the cars in our nightclubs. But then again, that really doesn't make sense. Or if we're using one of the high-end vehicles as sort of decoration. But again, even that is sort of pushing it a little bit. Now, one way to get around that is maybe the business consolidation part will give us the ability to buy supplies and start sourcing and supply missions, and that's it. You'll have to deliver them to their places and start the sell missions from there. So no product, car, or crate is going to show up at the club. So if that was the case, it would only work for the sourcing missions, like where you would source a bunch of things at once. Now, if that was the case, it would be awesome if Rockstar added, one app on your phone or monitor that would do everything to make things so much smoother. Their current system of having one computer in one place, another in another, with one secure site is kind of dumb. And it's really inconvenient. And I think this is why people were so frustrated that the Avenger and the Mobile Operations Center really didn't live up to its name. It would have been nice if those were actual mobile bases that you could control your business from, but instead they just have turrets and you can do a few missions and have workshops in them. Now, the real reason why I'm bringing this up is because something very interesting on the newswire leads me to suggest that import-export might not be featured at all in the business consolidation stuff. So take a look at this sentence right here. They said, management is honest work, a tidy way to keep income from your more seedy ventures with distribution logistics, the open road, SecuroServ, and free trade shipping company looking clean as ever. So distribution logistics is what handles the bunker business. The open road is what handles all of the biker business. SecuroServ handles the finance and felony crates, and Free Trade Shipping Company handles air freight cargo. So in case you guys missed it, there's nothing that mentions import-export. Now, how do we know that? Because the import-export vehicles are currently sold at the ad hoc laptop in your vehicle warehouse. So they did not specifically mention ad hoc on that newswire post. They just talked about SecuroServ. Now, what's interesting is sourcing cars runs through SecuroServ because you do them at your CEO office, but selling them runs through ad hoc, which is another reason why I believe the consolidation of the business might be to only trigger sourcing, special cargo, and supply runs. It might not be available to sell products. And that would still be incredibly convenient, being able to fill up your CEO crates, your cocaine lockup, and your import-export warehouse at the same time. That would be awesome. I think it might be a little bit tricky in terms of like dealing with the cooldown timer of each one. But for the most part, that's not longer than a couple of minutes. It's the selling part that has the longer cooldown. So it might not actually be that much of a trouble after all in order to get something like that to work. And kind of like I touched on earlier with those sourcing missions, instead of maybe bringing them back to their normal destinations, like for example, you bring import-export vehicles back to a vehicle warehouse, you bring, the CEO crates to a CEO crate warehouse. Instead of bringing it to that, maybe you could bring it to the nightclub itself. And that would enhance the business, making the DJ show a lot better, in turn, making you a whole lot more money. So I'd like it if there were at least one or two options that you could choose from in terms of deciding what to do with the supplies. Now, something else that someone pointed out is on AdHoc's website, at the very bottom, it does say powered by SecuroServ. So it actually might still be SecuroServ. At any rate, this is just me sort of speculating, and who knows, I might be digging too deeply into the wording of the newswire because at times it has been dubious and it has been wrong. So I think it's safe to say that sometimes Rockstar just words things interestingly on the newswire, and a lot of times it might not necessarily mean exactly what they're talking about. But AdHoc, which allows you to sell the import-export stuff, is officially powered by SecuroServ. But anyways, that right there is all the information I've got for you guys in this video today regarding import-export and it potentially or maybe not being used in the Nightclub DLC. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. Let me know what you think is going to happen regarding the business consolidation stuff and the use of import-export. How is it going to work? How is it going to function? Let me know your thoughts, opinions, and more in the comments down below. If you did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.